Okay, here's another video. Still looking at the screen. I'm actually kind of listening to what the guide have to say. You can see the incredible detail with this art. This must have taken years to make just for somebody's birthday. I would be thrilled to receive this birthday present. Here is a family shrine. Let me zoom in. This is a family shrine of somebody very important. Chinese are really into ancestral worshipping. As I've learned in my SA 322 class. But especially in Guangzhou province. Okay, this is the room of some lady. The lady's room. It's you can see all these paints. When I was in my Kaogong's house, we have a giant shrine of his parents. It's kind of creepy because they're watching over us with their pictures and black and white picture. It might be creepy for the Westerners, and it's hard to move around the house without noticing the giant shrine. But the first thing I did when I entered the house was bow 3 times and make prayer to my grandmother and my great-grandmother and great-grandfather. So this is all carving. So some incredible stuff. Very, very incredible. I'm really into carved goods. I said I don't like dead things, but I'm really into incredibly detailed carved goods because they usually have some sort of stories behind them, and I love stories. Also, they have some sort of symbols and meaning behind them. So I'm really into all that kind of stuff, and I always usually buy necklaces and bracelets. That has something to do with stories and mythological things. So some really incredible detailed stuff. I'm just gonna go through these real fast because I don't think you guys want to watch 10 videos about these things. So Buddhism and ancestral worshipping is huge in Guangzhou. Very important part of their life. They're very superstitious people, and I don't know. It's a good thing. I think to remember your ancestors, where you're from, is part of what I'm doing here as well. I'm trying to get in touch with my roots and heritage. So all very highly decorated and ridiculously luxurious items. No wonder we didn't win the fight against the West. We're too busy carving shit. We're too busy carving and painting good stuff, and we should be busy building cannons and guns. Shouldn't we be building cannons and guns and tanks while we're instead of doing this? I agree. I think so. If we spend half of the time we build on these things. If we spend half of the time we spend on these things, on guns and weapons, and tanks and submarines, it would be a whole different story, right? I don't think I'll be going upstairs. It's probably just more of the same thing. Oh, actually, it's potteries up there. Let's go check out the potteries. I think I'm kind of rushing this because I'm trying to do it within a constrained of the film itself. I probably should slow down and listen to what the tour guide has to say. I'm not with the tour guides, but usually when you're in China and there are tour guides around, you just follow the group. It's like free tour guide. So more of these painted, carved shenanigans. More screens about the accomplishment of the this honored person. Well, usually when you receive these things, are about like, oh, what you have done, and we acknowledge that you have done these things. It's more like a plaque. So this is a opened. I don't know exactly what this is for, but I think it's just more for decoration and show of status. This is also a show of status. All of these are a show of status. I think Chinese are all about the showing of status. You have to show that you're rich, well off. I mean, after so much debauchery and like eating fancy food, there's only like one way you could show that you're better than everybody else, just by having a bunch of gold. I don't know, because they don't have cars back then. So, potteries. I think we just entered another area. This area is all about the pottery. So, this is, wow, about 11th to 16th century BC. So, wow, that's really, really a long time ago. So that's what, 2,000, 3,000 years ago? Potteries. I think if I was an archaeology major, I'd actually get excited, but I'm not an archaeology major. Not interested about dead stuff. This is a painted. As you can see, is from 1874. So incredibly detailed. Incredibly. I just said so many incredible, but it's some amazing shit. I think I'm gonna, like, after this video, I'm gonna do I'm gonna hold off and just until I find something more interesting, then I'll show you guys. But usually, pottery is all the same, and I don't know, I'm just not into unmoving items. Very interesting. A lion. It's a very cute lion. And it's 1911. That's the year of the revolution. Very interesting. Oh, this is totally Western influenced. You can tell this is totally Western influenced. And a cat. Well, you can actually see the incredible, like, detailed hair on the cat. You can actually see hair. And as usual in a Chinese museum, you could, it's actually really, really loud and makes me want to punch people. But unfortunately, all old ladies, and it would be wrong to punch old ladies. I'm gonna get out of here. So this is a not life scale model, but just a model of how clays are made. So you will get clay out of the ground. There will usually be people digging under the ground and get clay out of the ground from the mines, and you will pound it and you make potteries out of it. Oh, running out of battery.